Hey everybody. Hey everybody, good morning. Hope you can hear me okay. Let's see actually how loud it is. Ooh, that might be too loud. Turn it down a little bit. Hey, so I see we have, first of all, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, okay? If you can hear the setup, okay, that'd be great. So let me say hi to everybody. And so hi, oh, awesome, thanks TBA. Hi, Elf Hermes here. Good to see you. I don't know if this is the first time, but it's the first time in a long time. Matt, as usual, like the gloves in my live stream. I don't have them on today. I have a space heater instead. All right. But I remember having to do those years ago when I played outside and in the subways and stuff. So that was a long time ago. Anyway, but when I played outside with the bands and that was, you wear the cutoff gloves. I use them for fishing now. Ozman, so Frank, good morning. Did I forget to pay the heating bill? All paid up now. El Rondo, always good to see you. TBA. Crow Black, hey, from Scotland. Hi, how you doing? Paul Nielsen, good morning to you. Tony, always good to see you. And Two Bike Mike, hey, hi from Ontario. All right. Well, I'm going to give a very quick, I still haven't put any of my paintings or my posters up on the wall yet. I've only got one and you can't see it. It's off camera. So anyway, I won't promise that's going to happen anytime soon. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody. Next week, I'm actually going to be traveling on Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do a live stream from the airport or not, but if I can, I will, okay? Obviously, there's no guitar. Multiple shirts on the hook. Yeah, we got shirts on the hook today. All right, so we'll cover very quickly, we'll cover the Hexatonic. Hey, GMAC is here. Oh, there goes the quiz. All right, so I'm going to cover the Hexatonic scale. And hey, Cap. Hey-oh. And then we'll do the quiz pretty soon. So I think this may be a little bit shorter than on some other days. I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. So hexatonic scale. I only put that in because I think it's kind of funny that anybody calls it that. It's a scale with, instead of like the pentatonic scale is 5 notes, the hexatonic scale is the same, but it includes the second. So if we go to, let's just do some of this stuff in A, and we'll see if we can show it decently. So if we're doing it in A, the pentatonic scale right here would be. So all we're doing is we're adding in the second. So instead of, it would be. Right, so it's this right here. So it's kind of, yeah, somebody asked, is it like the pentatonic with a passing note? I don't think of it that, like quite like that. I think of it more as seeing that I have just a tiny amount of jazz and jazz blues background. I think of it as a ninth, actually. So I'm adding the second in A, and I think about it in terms of the A minor pentatonic, but the second of A would be B. And so what we're doing is we're adding a B in there. There's a couple of things that it does for you. It can give you sort of that little bit off, not off color, but off, that off sound that feels so satisfying to get off of. It's sort of like a suspended note, right? That second is neither a minor or a major. Yeah, or you could think of it. Yeah, I like that, TBA. You can think of it as a partial Dorian. And in fact, I have a hard time not playing the Dorian mode and just doing that. But let me show you at least a couple of things that it can get your ears sort of trained to do. If you think about consciously playing that note. Yeah, exactly, Tony, like Santana. So that's a great example. So if we take sort of a minor blues, let me see if I turn that down. If we take sort of a minor blues and we play, you know, like a Black Magic Woman, right? So it's an E7, A minor to D, right? So over that E7, that note is really nice. So that's it right there. What is it? I think that's what it is. Right? Really nice. Really nice. And so it affords you that. But another really nice thing about it is that it gives you another note to bend on. One of the things that the pentatonic scale is not as good for, it has those great two whole step bends. And right, but it doesn't have any half step bends. And so this gives you a half step bend right here, which is nice, and right here, which is also very nice. So you can use that half step bend, and if you do it well, like if you learn the same hexatonic scale, if we take, say, this position right here. So right here is a B, right? In A minor, it would be all the B's. So I can bend a whole step, and I can bend a half step and then a whole step. So I can do a double bend. Oops, it's kind of hard. Oops. I'm not doing it very well here. Or even better, I can bend up to that. I can bend up to the B. I can bend up to that ninth, and then I can bend another half step, right? Which is, to me, that's one of my favorite licks when I think about it. It's not even a lick. It's really sort of a tonality. So if I'm playing something like this over that A minor chord, I can bend up to this note by playing like this. Right? And that sounds really neat. And then if I want to play the next note, like, to me, that's a really neat sound. That just sounds great to me, that ninth, hitting that ninth. So anyway, it also gives you some opportunities for sort of like the page pull-offs, like, right? So you're playing, that's that ninth right there, right? Or the second, the hexatonic scale, whatever. So I think, you know, the name hexatonic scale is kind of weird, but if it makes you focus on that note is not usually a good resolving note. It takes a genius like Santana to do it. That's a beautiful resolving note. Of course, he's resolving on the E7 chord. But even so, that's a weird note to resolve on that E7 chord. But it works, and it'll give you other pull-offs that you don't really think about. Let me show you. So so something like this. Let me see. I wrote a couple of these down. Right? Something simple like that. So that's in that position. if we take it into this position right up here, so here's my A minor, right? So it's the C form of the chord, right? But I'm taking it up here. That's my normal A minor pentatonic. But if I add in the B, I have this note, and I have this note. This note right here is a great one to pull off to. That's kind of neat, right? Instead of doing, which sounds very normal, you could play. Something like that. Anyway, nice little notes there. You can play for that and just think about it. Which in German is Hexa. Okay, yeah. So it does give it an air of witchcraft, doesn't it? It sounds, I think it sounds really cool. And anyway, like I said, that this has always been one of my favorite licks is this. And you can play it together, it has a really dissonant sound. I don't know, I just love that. All right. Well, anyway, any comments on that? Hopefully that's something you can use. It certainly is very usable in a minor blues. Like, listen to Black Magic Woman and see how often he's using that. Now, Santana also adds the Dorian note as well, which would be the sixth. So the Dorian adds the ninth and the sixth, or the second and the sixth, right? The ninth is just the second an octave up, if you think about it, right? So there's 7 notes, one in an A major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 is the octave, 9 would be the second. So the sixth is added into the Dorian, and so is the ninth. And so that would be this one right here, as well as this. And you'll hear that a lot in Santana. Anyway. All right, enough fun. Yeah, hexa here just means it's 6 notes instead of 5. So, yeah. So, I'm not a huge theory guy either, but to me, these sorts of things are nice things to just learn a little bit, to push yourself just a little bit past the pentatonic. If you know the pentatonic, that's helpful. It'll just give you another color note to try for. It'll make you think a little bit differently. Like this one right here. I was just playing around with this just to show you this morning, the thing that I was showing you. I was playing around with this morning, and it forces you to come, or it makes you come. I can't play this lick so easily, but I'll try and play it slowly. So this is a lick that I was thinking of that I wouldn't have thought of if I wasn't trying to force this. So that's. Oops, let me try it again. Just different, right? It doesn't sound like a lick that I would normally do. It doesn't sound bluesy. It sounds a little bit different. So just focusing on this note right here really helped me to think of something different. Anyway, for what it is worth. Okay, let's, as the rabbit said, go into the quiz. Are those 2 notes a kind of blue note? They're actually not. They're not a blue note. The blue note is the, whoops, now I turned this off. The blue note, that's a good question, Elrondo. So the blue note is this right now, is this right here. So if we're playing the A minor pentatonic, it's this note right here. So it's a little bit different. It's tritone. A little YYZ there. Anyway, yeah, so that's a little bit differently. It's a flatted fifth or a sharp fourth, but that's a little bit different than the sixth. So it has a different flavor. The Dorian often sounds, people call it jazzy, and I think it's because I'll take off the distortion here. If you play sort of jazz chords, and we've talked about that before, ninths and 13ths and sixths are pretty common in jazz. The sixth is real. The 13th is really the sixth plus 7, right? So the 13th and the sixth are very similar. Same with the ninth and the ninth and the second. But anyway, the Dorian contains both of those notes, so it sounds a little bit jazzy, I think, to a lot of people's ears. So, but that is a great. That's a great one. Dorian is well, it can come up in a number of different chord progressions, Tony. But the Dorian is the scale that's based off of the second note of the major scale. So, for example, if we go, let's try G major. So G major has only one sharp, no flats. It has F sharp. So G major, starting from right here, would be. Let me see if I turn this up so everybody can hear. So that's the G major scale. But what if we didn't start at G and we use the same notes? So I'm going to start at A and use the same notes as in the G major scale. So that's the Dorian scale. And it takes a little bit of theory, but it works well over what's called a minor seventh chord. And here's the whole scale. Oops. Let me try and play it right, okay? Yeah. So, yeah. So A is the same constant. That's right. A Dorian is the same notes as G major. And if you harmonize a major scale, you'll get. I'm going to do it. I'm going to harmonize it in triads. There's different ways of doing that. So any chord progression which features an E minor, but is in the key of G, will be fine. So all the chords match. So for example, this would be this you could use a Dorian on. And all I'm doing there is going A minor to D7, and I'm throwing in a few B minors there. All of those chords are diatonic to G, and they center on the tonality of A minor. And so the Dorian scale is going to work. Check it out. Like. Well, so TBA is saying, but the Dorian is a minor mode. It is not. All the modes. I think this is something a lot of people get confused. I didn't want to make this a theory lesson. Although it's a minor mode, it simply is all the church modes or the general modes that people talk about, right? Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, or Phrygian, as people say, Lydian, and so Mixolydian, and so forth, are all based on the major scale. They're not based on the minor scale. Okay, they are all based on the major scale. Dorian is called a minor mode because the second, in a harmonized major scale, the second chord is a minor chord. So if I'm going to harmonize the major scale in triads, you have G, you have A minor, you have B minor, okay, you have C major, you have D major, you have E minor. Here's the weird one: you have F sharp, diminished, and you have G major. That's it. So you can say Dorian's a minor mode or whatever, but it's based on the G major scale, period. There's no, that's just factual. And so are you going to play it over? It tends to be played over minor chords. People will play Dorian ideas. etc. Okay, so that's it. All right. So sorry for that mode explosion there, but maybe we can go over modes sometime, because it's one of those things that people get it very confused, and it's actually really, really simple to get it. It's mostly get the definition down and then get it in your ears, get the modes in your ears, and let's not talk about math. I have enough talking about math in my everyday life. So, but anyway, it is a weird concept. A Dorian is G major. That's right. All right. So, okay. So let's get to our cold quiz today. Hopefully we're ready for the quiz. Geez, I said it was going to be short, and here we are 21 minutes into it. We're starting the quiz now. Pi ala mode. There you go, L Fermi. There you go. That's my favorite mode too. Okay, here we go. So these are all things about the cold and winter, and my apologies to my friends in the Southern Hemisphere. I know it's their summer, but we're having winter here, and it's been cold. All right, get ready for GMAC. Yeah. Okay, so here's a bunny. This is how Foreigner feels in winter. How the band Foreigner feels in winter. I will do that, GMAC. I'll go over mode sometime. Cold as ice, Elf Hermie coming through. TBA. Got it. All right. I don't know if Matt is still on. Dan. Oh, Dan. Hey, how you doing? All right. Hot-blooded. No, that one's not right, Matt. Okay. Oh, hey, Garrett. Good to see you. All right. So let's see. So this one's for Matt. This is what Counting Crows had in 1996. This is what Counting Crows had in 1996. It's related to winter. Long December. That's right, Matt. You got it. TBA, you were so close. They had a long December. Okay. This is what the sky. Okay, this is what the sky is in this Simon and Garfunkel song from 1966. Hey, Gib Hopkins. Good to see you. This is what the sky is in. This is what the sky is in the Simon and Garfunkel song from 1966. Hazy Shade of Winter. That's right, Robbie H. Love. You got it. Hello, by the way. Good to see you. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. I need to take off my glasses here. So I need some bifocals. That's all the cool channels, the guitar channels. They have people who wear bifocals now, so I have to get with it. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, here's a tough one. This is from a David Bowie song. What did she do? So here's the words from the song. We met upon a hill. The night was cool and still. She sucked my dormant will. Mother, she blew my brain. I will go back again. My God, she. This is a tough one. No, I think that's what it's about. I think it's safe to say that's what it's about. It's a David Bowie song. It's from the album The Man Who Sold the World. Shook Me Cold. That's right, TBA. You got it. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I love that song, though. I love that album. It's so raw sounding. So raw sounding. Okay. Speaking of which, what came early that caused the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Dormant will. Yes, that's right. What came early that caused the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald? Winter. Nope. Hey, you're Canadian, Garrett. You got to get this one. The winds of November. Yeah, close enough. The gales of November came early. Yep. Not really a winter one, but it's cold. I always feel cold when I listen to that song. Favorite version of that is Tony Rice. I love Tony Rice's version of Wreck of Edmund Fitzgerald. Takes all the orchestration out of it. It's just the guitar and Tony Rice singing. It's beautiful. I used to do that in coffee houses. Nowhere near as good as Tony Rice, of course. Okay, this song is a ripoff of Under Pressure. I know you know, Geert. This song is a ripoff of Under Pressure. Ice Ice Baby. That's right. Very good, Al Fermi. Okay. Okay, this one is for the Kiss fans. What do you drink when your water heater's broke and you're tired? Cold gin. Al Fermi. Wow, you got that quickly. Paul Nielsen. Good job. Hey, Paul. All right. That's right. What do you do when you drink and when your water heater is broken, you're tired? You drink cold gin. Okay. This Queen song was released in 1995 after Freddie Mercury's death. It described what Freddie Mercury saw outside his window in Montreux. It's kind of a tough one. Winter. Good guess. Cold as. No, it's also the name of a book. All Dead. I love that song. Paparazzi Vultures. Probably true, El Fermi. No, it's called A Winter's Tale. If you haven't heard it, you should check it out. It's definitely not sort of like mainstream Queen, big anthem stuff. It was later. It's really kind of ethereal sounding. It's nice. Okay. What is no place to raise your kids? What is no place to raise your kids? Mars. You got it. El Fermi, man, you are awesome. Crow Black got it. Good job. And space, yeah. You got it. Rocket Man, that's right. So, and why is it? Why is it no place to raise your kids? It's cold as hell. My basement. It's cold as hell. Yeah. And also, there's no one there to raise them if you do. All right. Okay. In what song has it cold as hell, right? Yeah. I think people like that one. Okay. In what song has it been, quote, a long, cold, lonely winter? In what song has it been a long, cold, lonely winter? Here Comes the Sun. I knew I could count on you, Garrett, for that one. And TBA. I knew you guys would be right there. Okay. And we got a few others getting some good points, racking up some good points. Okay. And there's a follow-up to that one. Oh, it's too bad, El Rondo. We can just enjoy the quiz. And following up with that one, Little Darling, what's happening to the ice? What's happening to the ice? It's slowly melting. You got it. Okay. All right. This is what Stevie Ray says is a drag. This is what Stevie Ray says is a drag. Ooh, Edgar Winter. I didn't even think of that. Cold Shot. Awesome, Paul. You got it. Tony, shortly afterward. GMAC. All right. This is a Jay Giles hit, song and album of the same name. Answer for the last one was Cold Shot. That's a drag. Bom, bom, doo, doo. That's right, Paul. Freeze frame. Freeze frame. That was their last gasp of popularity. They were like an incredible like blues review type band. They were like the Blues Brothers, except better, you know. And for years and years and years, that was kind of, they got popular, and that was that. They were done. Okay. Must have forgot. Yeah. Must have got lost. All right. This song is from AC/DC's 1981 album, For Those About to Rock, involving winter, the cold, whatever. Yeah, Jay Giles was awesome in concert. I saw him a couple of times in Detroit. They were great. Magic Dick on the harp. Great. This song is from AC/DC's 1981 album, For Those About to Rock. Hell's Bells is from Back in Black. It was in the next album. Cold Hearted Man. Ooh, good guess. That might be on there. I don't know. I'll give you credit for that one, TBA. No, it's Snowballed. Snowballed. And this is what the follow-up question is, this is what that AC/DC song is really about. It's not really about the cold and snow. This is what the AC/DC song is really about. Snowballed. Cocaine, you got it. Yep, that's right. A woman. No, it's about cocaine. No, that's like every other song, G-Mac, that they did. Bret Michaels, 2002. Good to see you. All right. Okay, so this Black Sabbath song is about the same thing, referencing icicles in Ozzy's brain. It's a tough one. Snowblind. That's right, Paul. You got it. And Frank and G-Mac, Snowblind. All right. Okay, this is what the supergroup Asia used to keep warm in 1982. This is what the supergroup Asia used to keep warm in 1982. The heat of the moment, right? The heat of the moment. Fire. Snowblind. Heat of the moment. You got it, guys. Good job. Awesome. I'm going to skip the next one. In what song do people come from the land of ice and snow? Is my hint. Immigrant Song. You got it, Paul. Led Zeppelin, Immigrant Song. Yep. Okay. That's right, Led Zeppelin. Okay, here's a tough one. Let's see. What Gordon Lightfoot song features a man who was standing by the highway with a sign that just said "Mother," and he was raised in Milwaukee, but he wasn't all that famous? What song features those words? That's right. Styx also had a song, "Snowblind." That's right. I forgot about that. This is a tough one. Unless you like bluegrass, it's a tough one. 10 Degrees and Getting Colder, it's called. Carefree Highway is a great song. Okay. All right. In this Little Feat song, it was freezing. It was freezing in that hotel in this Little Feat song. Song from Little Feat. That's F-E-A-T, not F-E-E-T. It's a tough one. Feet Don't Fail Me Now. Dixie Chicken. Oh, I love that song. That's not it, right? That's not it, though. Have you seen the live version with where they play on the Midnight Special, and they have Bonnie Raitt and oh gosh, I can't believe Emmylou Harris singing backups. It's really awesome. Okay, it's called "Cold, Cold, Cold." If you don't know that song, look it up. It's a really cool song. No pun intended. All right, in this song, the next question. In this song, the narrator wants to hear, quote, hear your balalaikas ringing out before he goes back to this cold place. He wants to hear your balalaikas ringing out. Back in USSR, that's right. Back in USSR. All right. Okay, according to Van Halen, his flavors satisfy. According to Van Halen, his flavors satisfy. Ice cream man, stop me when I'm passing by. Oh, my, my. Okay. Okay, this is the song in which Bruce is running on the bad side as I got my back to the wall. This is a song in which Bruce is running on the bad side as I got my back to the wall. Dr. Zhivago. Boris Pasternak, Dr. Zhivago, beautiful. Born to Run, no. 10th Avenue Freeze Out is right, Dan. Good job. Good job, Dan. Okay. In this U2 song, A World in White gets underway. And also, All is Quiet. In this U2 song, oops, I lost it. A World in White gets underway. All is quiet. New Year's Day. All is quiet on New Year's Day. That's right. Okay. This ballad is from the album Goat's Head Soup on a Winter's Day. That's right. Mm-hmm. This ballad is from Goat's Head Soup. You're So Cold? No. It's a little bit obscure. It's a Stone song that's just called Winter. That's it. It's just called Winter. Pretty song. Pretty song. Okay, speaking of which, I'm the burning bush, I'm the burning fire, I'm the bleeding volcano. What is she? So she's so cold. That's right. I'm the right. I'm the burning bush, I'm the burning fire, I'm the bleeding volcano. She's so cold. Okay, let's ask a couple more. And how about this one? In Rod Stewart's Mandolin Wind, what happened to the buffalo? In Mandolin Wind by Rod Stewart, what happened to the buffalo? One of my fave songs. I love that song. They froze. They got yeah, they froze. I guess that's good enough. Yeah. Yeah. They died in the frozen fields. They died in the frozen fields. Buffalo died in the frozen fields, you know. All right. Let's see, just a couple more. I got to throw one more for the Canadians here. In the in the Neil Young song Four Winds, Four Strong Winds, where do those four winds sure can blow cold way out there? And those winds sure can blow cold way out there. That's right, Alberta. That's great. That's another beautiful song. I'm choking up just thinking of it. Four Strong Winds, right? I think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. All right. Last couple now. Ooh, this is what John Lennon has on the run. This is what John Lennon has on the run. Or has this, I'm sorry, this is what has John Lennon on the run. Cold Turkey. That's right. Cold Turkey. Okay. Okay. And now a couple of good feeling ones. How do the Northern girls keep their boyfriends warm? How do the Northern girls keep their boyfriends warm? Careful now. There's a family channel. The way they kiss. That's right. I think TBA, you were close there. Maybe you typoed it. Beach Boys. That's right. California girls. All right, last one. So I know it's cold. That's right. The way they click. That's a kiss. That's right. G Mac and Crow Black. Okay, last one. I know it's cold out, but Glenn Fry assured me that everything was going to warm up soon. What song did he assure me with? I asked Glenn Fry if it was going to get warmer. Boys of Summer. I think that's Don Henley. The Colitas. The warm smell of Colitas. Smuggler's Blues. No. The blank starts out with the. I think it was used in Beverly Hills Cop. It was the song. The heat is on. That's right. Beverly Hills Cop. The heat is on. So it's going to get warmer here because the heat is on. Well, I don't know. This was a tough quiz, I think. This was harder than the last one. So some of you amazed me with what you got, and especially the kissed one. You got that right away. Anyway, really appreciate it. Really appreciate you coming by today. Great to see all of you. GMAC, Lewis, I don't think I said hi to you before, but hi. TBA, Paul Nielsen, GMAC, of course, Garrett, Matt, Paul Nielsen, we already said that. Frank, Dan, so many on today. Really, Tony, really appreciate it. Gib, if I missed you, sorry about that. We may or may not see you next week. I'll try to post on my Facebook page, if I'm going to have it, I'll post early to let you know, and hopefully we'll see it. I'll definitely have a couple of videos for you next time. So that's that. Leave your comments for other things that you want to see below, and have a great day. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your week. We'll see you on down the road.